Hello and welcome back to another episode. It's been the better part of a couple of months since I was last able to sit down and record a wee catch-up chat with you guys, and I figured today, in between Zoom calls and meetings here at my desk, I would do just that. I'd snatch something from the calendar just for us, and so here I am. And it's been an interesting couple of months, weird and wild in some respects, and also wonderful as well. For a good few weeks there, I was out of commission in terms of my voice. I had this cold flu type thing that's been going around. Charmin R on the Discord server actually caught it as well, and it was an absolute sod. It was just pernicious, never quite went away. In fact, it's still not fully away. It sort of puts a strain on the throat to talk still, but hopefully it'll disappear by the end of the year, I'm hoping. Yeah, so for the first half of the past couple of months, first month really, I simply couldn't sit down and talk reliably without coughing up a lung. And while that might make good content, I didn't want to subject you to that. We've also, big news, we got a dog. We got a follow-up to Indy, Morty, the marvellous Morty. He's also a rescue. Apparently he was found as a stray and was eventually taken to the Newcastle Dog and Cat Shelter, where he had a bit of a difficult time settling in. Whatever happened to him when he was wandering around as a stray, he's developed a real strong dislike for other dogs, to the point where he has actually bitten. He's not a very big dog, so it's not much of a bite, but he has actually nibbled at the legs of other dogs, and they didn't like it. So we're taking it slow with him. He's wonderful with us. He's wonderful with other people as soon as he gets to have a sniff and a lick of them. And he's a beautiful little soul. He's part, we think, Pomeranian, possibly, part collie. He's definitely got a lot of sort of herding instincts, and he's got the big sort of tufts and slightly wild and wiry fur of a collie, but also the tail of one of those sort of fluffy Pomeranian type dogs. And he's not a handbag dog. He's not tiny, but he's probably as small as I'd be willing to go for a dog in that sense. But he's a canny wee guy. He's just next door on the sofa watching the TV. He actually also, that's the other thing as well. He unlike, for example, the wonderful Indy, he really notices things. He watches the TV. He actually will see, for example, animals and people and respond to them. So it's been interesting. He also loves watching out the window. So if he starts barking during this recording, that's what he's doing, looking out the front window and noticing other dogs. But it's been fantastic to have a dog back in the house again. They bring so much life and love and excitement to events, and we were ready. You know, it had been a while since we had to let go of Indy, and Morty, at 1 year old, still a bit of a pup actually, is settling in very nicely. So really pleased about that. I also, in the past couple of weeks, took the time to rearrange part of my office just to the right here of the second monitor that the camera is attached to. There has been for years now a bit of a problem where I've got this piece of furniture that actually I rescued from a back alley here in Wallsend. It's quite a nice piece of furniture. It's got lovely feet on it, and I've heavily modified it. I've moved the internal shelf up. I've attached things to hold wires on one side, and with part of this recent work, I've attached on the other side a series of clips to hold tripods out of the way. And in addition to that, I a long time ago put a shaped piece of plywood on the surface, so it would sort of protect and work as a sort of work surface. But it never really did because there wasn't enough room, because I put a big set of drawers, wooden drawers there to store wires and sockets and bits and bobs, phone cleaning equipment, that it occurred to me while I was unwell and I couldn't really use my voice, that it was a waste of footprint. It was a waste of space. And so I decided to get a piece of plywood and attach it to the wall behind the screen there, and have a sort of almost like a pegboard, but without peg holes that I could drill into, and either make little shelves or put hooks in to hang things as I need them. And actually I was able to transfer everything that was in that footprint, everything that was being taken up, or that was taking up that space, onto the wall or into slightly other places, because I'd made space in moving other stuff around. So long story short, I've now got my computer desk. I've got a desk here which is great for tinkering, for hopefully live streaming top-down projects. I've been meaning for years now to live stream doing the Lego Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness squiggly one-eyed monster Lego set, and never really had the space in that previous setup. The webcam was there, but I just didn't really know how to make it work. Whereas here, got a full desk space, and the webcam is mounted to the wall, and I can extend it down, and it'll be perfect for that. So, really pleased with that. Also, last week, I think, I went with my friend Charminar, Rob, of Redbeard Tours, Newcastle, to get a pair of trousers and a new shirt for him. He was off to a wedding, off to his niece's wedding celebrations. And I saw some mats, some carpet rugs for sale at the place that we went to. I think it was like, basically, essentially it was a 75% sale. So I got three. I got three. 30, it was a 66% sale. I got three for the price of one, basically. So they were £3.40 each, I think, and it was just north of £10.50 or something. Let's see. So £9 plus £1.20, so it's £10.20. There you go for the three, and that's already made a tremendous difference to the experience of sitting here in my socks in this room. It's quite a nice texture underfoot, but also as well, it's much warmer as well, having a little bit of carpet space in here as well. So I've as I say, I've been doing things. I've been busy. It's been weird, wonderful, and a little bit wild, especially when I just couldn't stop coughing. It was bonkers. So that's what I've been up to. I'm hoping to get back to regular live streaming. In fact, I'll be streaming this evening something, and although it did drive a coach and horses through Halloween plans, as always, I always want to do a sort of a spooky story recording, at least on this YouTube channel. I wasn't able to this year because I couldn't speak. So hopefully that's that out of the way. And as we approach Christmas and New Year, you'll be seeing a little bit more from me. But also as well, it's worthwhile just acknowledging that things have been mentally strained somewhat. Morty has absolutely lifted my mood, but it's been a weird year in terms of work. You know, I'm here between meetings. This is an unusually busy day for me this year because so many of my clients just don't have any money at the moment. So many of the people I would normally work with are anxious about their own ability to stay open. Never mind to work with someone who makes films and consults on educational stuff and this kind of thing. So and that's affected my mood, along with various things in world events and how that's affected my friends. I at times have been a little bit flat in the past couple of months, and I think not being able to speak, coughing a lot, hasn't helped that feeling, that sensation of frankly being a bit useless, feeling a little bit rubbish, to be mild. But hopefully hopefully I can be on top of that, not least by looking after myself. Our good friend Ruth made a suggestion a few weeks ago now that I just needed to stop certain activities, certain things I was trying to make happen until the new year. Just take a break from those things, and almost together, along with my wonderful wife, Mrs. Soup, they basically just said, almost, this is an intervention. You need to just put those things down until the new year. We're giving you permission. Just stop. So there's been a bit of that as well. But I'm glad that today I was able to take a little bit of time, catch you up on some stuff. And like I say, I'm really, really loving being in this room right now, especially with the new, it's almost like a discovered space in what is a very small room. I mean, this room is, I think it's 2.5 meters square, I seem to recall. I can actually measure it. I've got a meter stick. I'll just be a second. Yes. 2.5 meters square. So it's a small room, but it's a wonderfully focused and full space. I do love it in here. It's cozy. It helps me to relax. It helps me to focus on work as well, even though it's got lots of stuff in it. But in that sense, space is at a premium. And when you discover a new way of handling space and essentially opening up a space so that, so when I'm, for example, sitting there recording, as I often do for a podcast, sitting there looking in this direction, my elbows now can, I've got space to reach out. I'm not sort of like hemmed in by the furniture, the drawers and things that were on that worktop, or what is now at least a worktop. So that feels really good, and I guess it's part of that ongoing thing that I've identified here on Soup's Eye View, of always being open to sort of reassessing what it is that you need from your space, from your possessions, from your work, from your interactions with the world, and doing your best to make your life and the lives of people around you better. And it's little things like this that, for example, help my mood, help me feel more productive because I am being more productive, and also get rid of little piles that accumulate when you don't have a place to put things. And all of that's good. All of that is a net positive. So yeah, I'm feeling good. Hopefully my voice will continue to improve, and I am 5 minutes away from my next meeting. So I'm going to love you and leave you. Until next time, do take care. Hopefully you're doing okay. Please do comment below. Let me know what you've been up to. And maybe hopefully see you tonight on the live stream. Twitch is the place to be. That's where I do my gaming and live streaming. And you can find relevant links on the channel homepage. I'll put a link below as well. But yeah, until next time, take care. Bye-bye.